Hello, happy Monday. I'm here with Betty. She's up there having a good clean. I hope you had a nice weekend. Maybe you can let me know on Teams what you got up to. What did I do? On Saturday, I went to the mere and I saw some of the ducks and I give them a bit of my special duck feed. And then on Saturday night, Minnie, my cat, she was a little bit ill and she made quite a big mess everywhere, and I was trying to work out why she was so unwell, and I realised that actually she had pinched a little bit of clotted cream, so her tummy didn't like it, but she's all better now. And then Sunday, it was quite a nice day, so I went in the garden for a little bit. Now I'm here with today's maths lesson. Now, this maths lesson is following on from last week's session, so if you're just joining me for the first time today, then you might want to go back and look in the folder on Teams and find Monday's maths lesson and start from last Monday, because this is a sequence and today's work might not make sense. But you could have a little go and see if it works for you. I'll just get the PowerPoint and then we can get started. Here we go. So we've got a starter, so you might need to get a piece of paper and a pencil for this, because I reckon you might need to do some drawing or at least some workings for this. So it says, a frog has fallen into a pit that is 30 metres deep. So you can see each day the frog climbs 3 metres upwards, but it falls back 2 metres at night time. So it goes up 3 metres, down 2 metres, up 3 metres, down 2 metres. How many days does it take for him to escape? Okay, as I said before, you probably will need to do some workings for this, so pause the video and have a go. Okay, I'm going to reveal the solution, so make sure you've paused if you haven't finished. The answer is it will take him 28 days to escape. After 27 days and nights, the frog has only 3 metres left to go. So on the 28th day, the frog is able to jump clear. Okay, I look forward to seeing your workings afterwards on Teams so I can see who's got it right or who was close. So last week we learned quite a few different rules. So we were looking at, if you want to divide a fraction by a whole number, you can change it into a multiplication to make it easier. We worked out that if it says divide by 3, so if the question said what is 3/4 divided by 3, if you wanted to, instead you could multiply it by 1/3. If we wanted to divide by 7, then we could multiply by 1/7. Okay, it works for all divisions of a fraction by a whole number, but it is not always the most efficient method. So this week we'll be looking at another efficient method which will save us time. But today, as it's Monday, I thought it would be good to just revise everything that we've learned so far and have a little peek at the more efficient method at the end of today's session. And then tomorrow and Wednesday, we'll practice the new efficient method, okay, which does link to what we've already been doing, so it's not completely new. So the first thing we looked at last week, we didn't do much work on this, we just mentioned it. So these two models show you that if you've got a fraction and it's asking you to multiply a fraction by a whole number, look at what happens. So if the question says 1/6 multiplied by 5, you get the answer 5/6. So quite straightforward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need to remember that you don't do, well, I'm not going to say what you don't, you only multiply the numerator by the whole number. Okay, these, the 6 and the 5, those aren't changed. It's just 1 times 5, which is 5/6. The denominator stays the same. Down here, if it said 2/7 multiplied by 2? The answer is just 4/7. Okay, look how the denominator doesn't change. And you can see in the picture here that 2/7 multiplied by 2 just means 2 lots of 2/7. So it's 4/7. So this is fairly straightforward. So on the next page, here are 3 questions. I'd like you to pause the video and please write down these answers, and you can mark them in a moment. So pause the video and have a go. Remember, the denominator doesn't change. You're just multiplying the numerator by the number that you want to multiply. Off you go. Okay, I'm going to reveal the answers, so make sure you've paused if you haven't finished. Okay, we've got 1/5 multiplied by 3 is 3/5, 8/9, and then 9/11 down here. Please let me know afterwards how you did. Are you confident at that? Okay, then we moved on to multiplying 2 fractions together. And we looked at this visually first, and then we spotted the rule that when you multiply fractions, you multiply the numerators together. So up here we've done 4 multiplied by 2 equals 8, and you multiply the denominators together. So you do 5 multiplied by 3 equals 15. So again, fairly straightforward, and it's nice to be able to visualise this as well. Okay, here are 3 questions for you to have a go at. So you need to pause the video in a moment and write them down. So remember, you're just multiplying the numerators together and you're multiplying the denominators together. I'm not sure if any of these need simplifying at the end, but maybe when you've worked out your answer, you can see if you are able to simplify it if it needs to be. Off you go. Okay, let's reveal the answers. So, the answers are 6/12. 2 times 3 is 6, and 3 times 4 is 12, 10/54, and 21/72. Now, some of those can be simplified. Okay, I think in fact they all can. I can spot straight away that 6/12 is equivalent to 1/2. Okay, this one I might halve it first, so I would probably divide that by 2 and divide this by 2. So I would get 5/27. And this one, they both look divisible by 3 to me, so that would be 21 divided by 3 is 7, and 72 divided by 3 would be 24. Okay, so these answers are all correct, but remember you can always have a go at simplifying. Wonder how you got on with that. Are you confident at doing that? Okay, then later in the week we moved on to looking at these questions, which I don't think look very nice. If I saw this in a test and it said 1/3 divided by 4, I'd be a little bit frightened and think, ooh, I don't like that. But actually we realised that it's not too bad. Dividing by 4 is the same as multiplying by 1/4. And you can see in the picture here that 1/3 divided into 4 parts is 1/12. Okay, so look here. Here are 2 examples that I did earlier. So 1/7 divided by 5 is the same as doing 1/7 multiplied by 1/5. Look how dividing by 5 is the same as multiplying by 1/5. So as I said before, you multiply the numerators together. So 1 times 1 equals 1, and 7 multiplied by 5 equals 35. Same down here. 2/6 divided by 3 is the same as 2/6 multiplied by 1/3. Okay, and I did 2 times 1 equals 2, and 6 multiplied by 3 is 18. And then I looked, I thought, ooh, they're both multiples of 2, so I'm going to simplify it. So the answer would be 1/9. Please can you have a go at these? Oh, actually, no, this is one more thing, so just to reiterate, dividing by 4 is the same as multiplying by 1/4. Dividing by 5 is the same as multiplying by 1/5. So I'd like you to have a go at these two questions. Pause the video and have a go. Please turn them in to multiplications to make them easier. Okay, I'm going to reveal the answers, so pause the video if you've not finished. Okay, here are my workings. Okay, I changed dividing by 5 into multiplying by 1/5. So I got 3 over 35. And over here, I changed dividing by 3 into multiplying by 1/3. So I got the answer 2/9. I wonder if you got the same. Are you confident at that? Okay, so I think we're going to have a little peek now at the new efficient method we're going to look at over the next few days. So here you can see we've got a whole and it's divided into 8 equal parts, and we've got 2, 4, 6 shaded. So we've got 6/8 there. Okay. Now you might not have noticed, but you might see the yellow line just appears here. So I wonder what the question would be for this. So I had 6/8 and I'm chopping a line there. So what am I dividing 6/8 by? I've got 3 left, so I've done 6/8 divided by something, and now I've got 3/8. So that's the question. 6/8 divided by 2 equals 3/8. Now, if we were using our method from last week, we would have said, okay, let's do 6/8 multiplied by a half, and we get 6/16. And then we get 3/8. That's not very efficient. Okay, when we were talking it through there, we did it very quickly. So the new efficient method is involving us looking at the 6 and the 2. Can you just pause the video and think, how did we do it so simply over here? Because we didn't have to change that to multiply by a half. We just sort of knew it by looking. What made it easier for us? Okay, so what we're going to be looking at, so if the numerator is a multiple of the divisor, then we don't have to waste time doing this. All we have to do is do 6 divided by 2 equals 3. And the denominator stayed the same. Okay, if this numerator was 4, then we would do 4 divided by 2 equals 2. 2/8, which would be 1/4. But if it was 7, it wouldn't work, because if you do 7 divided by 2, you get a decimal. And you can't put a decimal on top of the denominator. So if it was a 7/8, then we would do this method and we would do our multiplication. So we'll talk more about that tomorrow, but please share your work with me on Teams. I'd love to see how you feel about the methods that we learnt last week. And then tomorrow we've got another starter to look at, and then we will move forward with the new efficient method. Thank you for joining in, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I think Betty's popped off to sleep. Yes, she has. Betty's having a little snooze. She obviously didn't find it very interesting. I hope you were more engaged.